Linda, and today I'm filming a video I have never been able to film before. I'm going to do an almost full face using new to me products. So a lot of the stuff I'm going to use is not new to the market, but it is new to me. It is stuff that has recently come in my collection. I have never used any of these specific products that I have in front of me. I have never used these colors or these palettes, things like that. This is all gonna be a first impressions try on. I will let you know my thoughts. A couple of these products were sent to me in PR, and a couple of these are from Gen Beauty or things that I won in Gen Beauty or things like that. As always, I'm gonna leave links for everything down below so you can grab it yourself. And also, if you have tried any of these products, I want you to let me know down below what you think of them, because I can guarantee I'm not gonna love everything. You know, we can't love everything. I mean, we can love a lot of stuff though. Before we get into this video, please give it a big thumbs up if you like try-ons, first impressions, honest reviews, everything like that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and smash that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Now that I have my hair out of my face, the first thing I want to try are these Coola Full Spectrum 360 Degree Sun Silk Drops. These do say that they can be blended in with your makeup. I'm going to try this as more of a primer before I put on my makeup. It also does say that the SPF value may decline slightly if you're blending it in with other stuff, so keep that in mind. If you do wear these by themselves, the SPF value is supposed to stand strong. So Coola did send these to me, and I am kind of blown away by the packaging because these are actual glass bottles. They are so beautiful. The packaging is so on point. So doesn't say whether or not to shake these, but let's give it a little shake. Let's try just a couple drops. Oh, they smell good. So this feels like a very light sunscreen. Right now it is a bit sticky, but it's the kind of sticky that I kind of don't mind. Maybe you guys might. It does smell really good. I'm gonna give it a second to see if the stickiness goes down. While I'm letting that settle, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera, and I'll be right back. But just a quick note, did you notice the big old bald spot in my eyebrow? That's because on Thanksgiving Day, I decided it would be a really good idea to take one of those little eyebrow razors and clean up the top, and then I coughed in the middle of it and took off a huge chunk of eyebrow. I almost became one of those damn viral videos where like some chick takes off half her eyebrow and is just like, so let's go ahead and fill this situation in. Okay. I'm gonna continue to let this settle in, and I'm gonna do my eyes first. I will say that a lot of the stickiness has disappeared, but you can still feel like there is something on your face. So this just kind of depends on your preferences and how you feel about stuff feeling like it's on your face. I don't know, I kind of don't care, but you might. For the eyes, I'm gonna be using a mixture of kind of my old brushes, but I'm also going to try some of the brushes from this set. It is so damn pretty. So Moda Brushes was kind enough to send me a bunch of brushes, and they sent me this set. It is called the Moda Mythical 6-piece Star Travel Kit. So it comes with these 5 brushes and this little kind of holographic makeup bag. I sort of formed an opinion about these brushes before even picking them up out of the package. I feel like these kind of unicorn brushes became such a trend, and the quality went, you know, you were finding these brushes in places like Five Below or whatever, where the quality was just kind of complete crap, and they were just there for showpieces, maybe on your makeup stand or things like that, and that's cool, but I like brushes I can actually use. Now, I opened these up just to feel them before, you know, I was gonna give them away immediately or something. They feel beautiful. They feel like really densely packed, and they are very, very soft but still flexible, so they're not too hard. A lot of brushes that are cheap are too hard, and these are just they just feel kind of lovely. I have not tried these yet, but we're gonna use these for my face and for my eyes, but let's zoom in so we can do the eyes. Okay, the main palette that I'm going to be using is the Tartist Pro palette, and it is just really lovely looking. So there are a bunch of neutral shades in here. You do have your browns, you have your warm peaches, things like that, but there are also these like metallic kind of foiled shades on the side that look really beautiful, and then these deeper purples in there are really lovely. You guys probably know that my inclination is to go immediately for those like warm tones and do it, but no, I'm gonna go for a cool tone purple pink eye today and see how it looks. First, I'm gonna start with this shade Innocent on a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put that just in the crease. Whoo, that's a lot more pigmented than I was expecting. What's also really nice about this Tarte palette is that it just stays up like this, so this makes for a really good travel mirror. I love how I said I was going for a nice kind of cool toned eye with these, like, this looks like a light purpley cool tone color, and on my skin, it looks like straight orangey pink. So the color is blending out really nicely, but it does not look like the same color at all that is in the pan. Seriously guys, in the pan this is like a light purpley pink, and on my face it's orange. I don't get it. I mean, it's a beautiful color, but it is just not what I was going for. I'm gonna go ahead and apply Mod directly in the crease. This is a beautiful kind of mauvey purple pink tone. For that, I'm gonna try the crease brush from the Moda set. Now this is a little bigger than I would normally go for, so we'll see how this works out. This brush is actually really nice. It's really soft, and because it's domed, it fits right in the crease. I'm a little surprised, actually. I really kind of like the way this feels. So using that color did seem to take away a little bit of that overall crease color, Innocent, that I used first. I don't know if these colors are playing nicely, because you might be able to see here, it's sort of taking away some eyeshadow altogether, and that could, maybe that's the Silk Drops, but I don't think I put those on my eyelids, so no, it's not. So even though I'm not great at this, I want to give it a shot. I'm going to try to cut the crease with just my flat Alamar Cosmetics brush. I'm not sure which one this is. It's the one that came in BoxyCharm, and my regular concealer. Let's see how this goes. I'm not a cut crease girl. Not the best, not the worst. So when I first looked at this color to say the name to you guys, I genuinely thought it said diarrhea, and I was about to be real upset. We're gonna go in with the color Drama, which is this really dark matte purple. It's almost brown, but it's really pretty looking. I hope it stays just as pretty on my eyes and doesn't look like diarrhea. I wanna put this on the inner and outer corner. I will say it's picking up, it's a little difficult to pick up on my brush, but we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna try a different brush that's not so fluffy, maybe. Let's hope this color can work. I'm gonna try my trusty Luxie brush, my angled brush, and see. So this color does take some building, but it is very pretty once it's on. Okay, let's go ahead and take Minx. This is a very pretty foiled shadow, so I am gonna try to use it with my finger. This does look dark, but it does have that purple sheen to it. So let's pop that right in the center. Ooh, this shadow has a pretty duochrome to it. It's gold in some lights and purple in others. Oh, I like that more than I thought I would. Ooh, I like this. So I am gonna highlight just with this color Classic. It's just a regular color. I'm gonna use the domed shadow brush from Moda, but this looks very similar to the kind of brush I used for my, my eyeshadow highlights. So I'm just gonna dust that lightly. Now I want a little bit more of a glow, so I'm gonna try this palette that has probably the most beautiful packaging I've ever seen. Look at this. It is just like, it's my Mermaid Dreams. It's textured, it's got like little stones on it. This is so beautiful. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Foil Finger Paint Shadow Palette. Wait till you see this. Oh, these are just so pretty and metallic. I love them. I wanna take some of this Sailor's Delight and try to just also pop that on the center real quick. Oh, wow, these are crazy creamy. Now this color is completely different. Hope it doesn't ruin it. Let's see. Whoa. So this color is completely different than the one underneath, but I really did want to try it. This is crazy metallic, and these colors are so soft. I am barely touching them and getting full pigment. This is so unlike the eye that I usually do. Before we move to the lower lash line, I do want to do foundation, and I don't have a new foundation, so I'm just going in with my Becca Aqua Luminous in Light, but I do want to try out this brush. They say that this is a complexion foundation brush. It's very interesting because it's a bit flat here, but it is super soft. Let me try and see how it looks. I am kind of hesitant about this, but I do want to give it a shot at least. I usually apply this foundation with a beauty blender. Let's try it though. Did you see me just, you know, squeeze it and nothing came out? I do hate this dropper. Okay, circles is a little weird. Let's try just back and forth maybe. Not sure how I feel about this brush. I don't hate it for applying foundation, but I am not completely in love with it. I'm using my same old concealer cocktail because I do not have new concealer. And I am using my Moda sponge for this. I talked about this in my recent favorites video, and I really like it for getting really into the corner here and just kind of hugging those edges. Wow, I look a little dead right now, so I'm gonna finish up under the eyes real quick. I'm just gonna go in with the same colors that I went on top using the Tarteist Pro palette. Just blend them out on the bottom. We gotta get rid of this situation that's happening here. So I know this is a look that would probably look really sexy, hot, dramatic with some big old lashes, but I just feel like wearing mascara today. So I'm going in with my Milk Makeup Kush mascara, oldie but goodie. I'm still so obsessed with this mascara, you guys. I know a lot of people didn't like it and I felt so bad that I recommended it and a lot of people are like, I hate it. No, this is still my dream mascara. It's so pretty. Let's zoom out and do the rest of the face. For bronzer, this is gonna be one of those situations where everyone's gonna be like, how have you never used this before? And I'm gonna be like, look, there's a lot of makeup out there. I do what I can. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And one thing that I found interesting, I haven't used it yet, but it does come with not a brush, but a sponge. Like, you know the foam sponges that you get in eyeshadow? It's got a sponge. I can't imagine putting on bronzer with a sponge. Is that just me? I mean, yes, it's cute that there's a little mirror inside. I will never use this. Let's talk about the smell. It's a little overwhelming, I have to be honest. The color looks really beautiful and I'm really curious to try it. I'm gonna be going in with my Moda Pro BMX 100 powder brush. The smell is a little overwhelming to me. It smells like a movie theater, like buttered popcorn. A lot of people say it smells tropical. I think it smells like butter, like movie theater popcorn butter. It's strong, but let's try. Okay, this color's lovely. This is absolutely lovely, and the smell does not last really. And honestly, once it's on my brush, I get that tropical vibe. I get that almost coconutty sunscreen smell. In the pan, that's movie theater butter. But I love the color this gave my skin. It's not too orangey. This, okay, that's absolutely beautiful. For my contour, I want to go in with this Tarte Park Avenue Princess contour palette. There's a lot of really beautiful colors in here. And if you didn't already watch my Generation Beauty haul, you might not know, but I went to a dinner at Generation Beauty and I entered a contest to win a bunch of Tarte products and I somehow won. I have no idea how I was picked because I think so many people entered, but I was so happy. Where the hell is my contour brush? You know why I couldn't find it? It's because it was clean and I'm not used to seeing it clean. But anyway, I was so super happy to win this and I'm so excited to finally be using a lot of this. I'm gonna go in with Princess Cut. This is sort of a light cool tone brown. Looks a little orange on my brush, but let's see. Oh, that looks orange. So the quality is very nice. It blended out nice. Can I say nice again? Not sure if that color is the best for my skin tone, but we will go with it. I don't have a new blush, so I'm just going in with my Pixi by Petra Beach Rose Blush, but I am going to use the blush brush from the set. This is so pretty. Now, I usually use a fluffier brush. This one is a little more dense, a little more, not stiff, but just tightly packed. So I'm gonna take this blush very lightly. Okay, I'm glad I did that because this is making a little go a long way. For highlighter, I'm trying out the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. So again, it is really beautiful. This is so golden. First, let me swatch this. Whoa, a little of that is gonna go a very long way. I barely touched it and I felt like I made a dent. It doesn't look like I did, but let's do a smell test. The smell on this is much less intense. So I'm using, okay, I swear that I didn't mean to only be using Moda brushes in this whole thing, but genuinely the Moda BMX 265 Glow Brush is my favorite highlighter brush right now. I talked about it in my favorites video. Ooh, not a lot is tapping off and that looks real intense. Oh crap. Well, that's a pretty intense highlight for a more inexpensive brand. So this highlighter is super creamy and super gorgeous. Ooh, it looks super wet on the skin, but not powdery. It's not sitting on top of the skin because it sort of has that creamy texture to it. It just blended right in. Oh, I really like that. For my lipstick, again, if you saw my haul, you might have seen that I was gifted a bunch of beautiful, long-lasting liquid lipsticks by Ofra. These are the 4 I haven't tried yet, so I'm curious what might look good here. I feel like I want to try this one. This one is Mocha, and it looks really pretty. Yeah, I think this might be a nice compliment to my eyes. Let's see. So this color is super pretty, but it is a lot lighter and more pink than I was expecting. So I'm gonna take some of this color in Hypno and just put it on the outer edges. Let's see if these colors blend together nicely. I also have a makeup setting spray by Coola, and this is SPF 30 as well. This, okay, I am gonna shake this up. What's nice is that this has hyaluronic acid in it. I'm a little nervous because it's one of those pump sprays, so that usually means a lot of product flies out on the face, but let's see, maybe it's a nice fine mist. Not bad. Guys, the smell is not good. It goes away quickly. Whew. It smells like hairspray. It smells like you're putting Aquanet on your face. Not necessarily a good thing, but it did settle my makeup into my skin nicely. And it kind of melted any powdery looks nicely into the skin. I don't know, I kind of like it. It smells lingering in the air a little bit, but that's an intense smell, Coola. So here's the finished look. This is so different from something I usually do. I usually stay away from pinks and purples and things like that. I actually really do like the eyes on this look. I'm not in love with the lips. That has nothing to do with Ofra. That has everything to do with I just don't love the color with this look. But I mean, these foiled finger paint shadows from Tarte are insane. They are so metallic and so creamy. I'm in love. Okay, let's go over each thing and I'll let you know how I liked it. Please keep in mind these are first impressions, so I have not done wear tests on any of these. These are just how I'm feeling about these things right now. But let's start with the Moda 6-piece Star Travel Kit Mythical Brushes, and again, 5 brushes and the case. I'm pretty damn impressed with these. I kind of went into this thinking that I wouldn't love these because, like I said, usually this kind of handle is sort of gimmicky and things like that, but the quality is so high. These are Moda brush quality, and I really always enjoy Moda brushes. Of course, these are cruelty-free, but these are also 100% vegan, so if you are looking for vegan brush alternatives, consider these. I will have a link to these down below. I also do have an affiliate code with them now, so if you use the code GlitterFallout, you are going to get some money off, which is always pretty cool. Then we have the 2 Coola products. We have the Sun Silk Drops and the Makeup Setting Spray. I like the Sun Silk Drops a lot. I like kind of the way that they felt on my skin. They felt light, so it wasn't heavy like some other sunblocks might be, but it was just, you know, it was there. So again, you might not like that feeling on your skin. I personally don't mind. I kind of like knowing where it is on my skin, so I don't mind the feeling. The Makeup Setting Spray, I don't love that. It is a little tacky on my skin still, and that initial smell was so strong. Now, the main active ingredients are the sunscreen ingredients to this, but the main inactive ingredients, number 1 is alcohol, which is probably not completely abnormal because alcohol is going to, you know, evaporate and everything like that, but I want to make sure that it stays on my skin nicely. Now, again, this does have hyaluronic acid, so that's good for keeping moisture in your skin. Also, this says it's water resistant for up to 80 minutes, which is kind of crazy. So I'm going to keep giving this a shot. If I can get past that smell, we can keep going. Let's lump all the Tarte products into one. So I will say the Tarteist Pro palette, I was really impressed with it. I've found with a lot of Tarte products that you need to have a very gentle hand in the pan. They do tend to be a little powdery, a little bit dusty, but take your time with them. Just dip into the pan gently and pounce it on the eye rather than, you know, going like this all crazy like, because you will get some great payoff. And I really do like this. I will say that with the packaging, I don't know how hard it is to tell, but there are a ton of fingerprints on it, and this is the first time I used it, and also a ton of fingerprints on the back, and I just took this out of the box. So that's the same with all the palettes. They all have a ton of fingerprints on them now. But anyway, let's talk about, you know, what's inside that counts. This Foil Finger Paints Shadow Palette, I have a feeling this might become a new complete favorite of mine. These are so beautiful and so ridiculously creamy. A little bit goes a very long way. I would suggest picking this up if you can. This is so beautiful. This so far is the standout for me. I love this. I think the Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette, Contour Palette really, is a really nice variety of shades. Now these do tend to be on the warmer side, so these are not a whole bunch of cool tone products, so keep that in mind. I think that there's a lot of shades in here for some different skin tones, and I do want to keep using this. I did not try either of the highlight palettes, but I tend to not really be a matte highlight girl, you know, where people highlight under the eyes or anything like that. I tend to go for, you know, blinding from space. With that being said, let's talk about the Physicians Formula stuff, shall we? I was way more impressed with the bronzer than I thought I would be. I think it gave a nice color to the skin. It warmed my face up nicely. And the smell, again, it does dissipate, you know, once it's on the skin or on your brush. Ooh, in the palette. I hate the smell in the palette. I hate that smell. A lot of people love it. I think it's nauseating. This highlighter though, there's a good reason it's called butter highlighter, and it's not necessarily because of the smell, because the smell on this one is very light. It's because it feels and glides on your skin like a butter. I haven't been this impressed with a drugstore highlighter in a very long time. This goes on very wet, looking very smooth, very creamy, very, very beautiful. The Ofra liquid lipsticks, I have nothing bad to say about the formula. I love, love the formula of Ofra liquid lipsticks. They are smooth and creamy, and they do not dry your lips out to look like a wrinkled butthole. Now, they are not completely transfer proof, as you can see, but they feel so nice on your skin that it doesn't matter. They are long lasting, and I love the formula. I do wish that I had kind of a deeper, darker color. I feel like a really dark purpley color would look sexy with this, but you know. So that's it, you guys. I hope you like this first impressions, trying out all these new products. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm sorry if this was a long one. I'm gonna try to cut it down and edit it so that it is not so long, because I think I've been filming for like an hour and a half now. I hope you guys are enjoying a wonderful start to the festive season. Let me know how you've decorated your houses. I always love hearing about things like that. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. You are super rock stars, and I love you with my whole heart, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.